Hello everybody, welcome back to another One Piece chapter review and discussion. Today we'll be talking about chapter 1088, but with that said and done, let's jump into this. However, before I actually start discussing the chapter itself, I quickly want to talk about Oda's beautiful colour spread. Now this was beautiful, I really loved it. It showed the Straw Hats in their sort of Arlong Park-esque clothing, I'd say. So prior to the time skip, very early on in the story. I really liked this. This was really nice. I thought it was really cool. Now, at the very beginning of the chapter, we get to see a pre-time skip flashback of both Koby and Garp, where Garp is teaching Koby what I can only consider to be a lesson. Maybe not a valuable lesson, but a lesson all the same. Where if Koby was on an abandoned island or an island surrounded by pirates, I don't know, and he had a ship and an old man and a child, who would he take on the ship with him? Well, maybe a boat. But Koby replies with, I'd let the old man and the child go together, and I'd stay behind. To which Garp replies with, that's stupid, the old man is already near death anyways. So I thought that was incredible, I loved that. It was really funny to me. But then we skip forward in time a bit to another flashback when Koby is on Amazon Lily when they're fighting Blackbeard. And Koby offers himself up to Blackbeard, and that's how he was captured. Which is quite interesting, we get to see how Koby was actually captured. And we learn that he offered himself up for the 800 soldiers that had already been held captive on Blackbeard's ship. So Blackbeard took Koby over the 800 soldiers he already had. Or, I don't know, maybe he took Koby as well. We don't really see that part. But then we actually finish with all of the flashbacks and then cut back to the actual fight on Pirate Island, where the arm of Pirate Island is getting way too close to that battleship, so someone probably needs to do something about that. But Garp inspires Koby, Helmeppo, and Gruss to do something about it. At first, all of them being quite skeptical, but, you know, Garp gave them a job to do, so they probably shouldn't do it. So, of course, they actually do decide to do something about it, and obviously run off to do something about it, but realistically, they won't make it there in time. No matter what they do, they won't be able to make it there in time. So, what does Garp do? Gets back up again, and darts straight to the middle of Pirate Island, and does something so incredible. It's just like, oh my god, what a fine guy. What a nice guy. Garp's... Ooh, I love Garp. But yeah, Garp dashes straight for the center of Pirate Island using another named attack. And why? Why, Oda, did you have to make every single one of Garp's attacks, every single one of his named attacks, so goddamn cool? Galaxy Divide? Really? That is so cool. Like, Oda really hit the nail on the head when he was coming up with Garp's named attacks, because they are so sick. And he just splits the head, well, the skull of Pirate Island clean in half, buying Koby as, well, much time as he really needs. And then we see a flashback, right as Koby's running to the arm to stop it, of Koby before the time skip and before he got, like, jacked. Turns out he actually had to train 100 times harder than everyone else, which is strange because I just assumed he was doing the training that Helmeppo was doing, but no, he had to train even harder than Helmeppo because he just wasn't a good fighter. But I think that's really cool. Turns out he was also training on the battleship bags, so that was cool as well. And I just like seeing that it wasn't so easy. Obviously, we knew it wasn't easy, full stop. Like, it was a lot of training. But to know that Koby had to try 100 times, maybe even 200 times harder than everyone else, really adds a bit more to it. But then we actually see it. Koby uses a named attack called Honesty Impact, resembling Garp's Galaxy Impact. Not quite as cool as Garp's, but damn if Koby's isn't cool. He shatters the arm into pieces, and it's incredible. But I have got a complaint about this page. A big complaint, actually. The paneling is all over the place. See, this page, you're supposed to read from the top of the page, diagonally down it, and then there's another column there. There's another column, and then a big one on, like, in the middle, but rearing to the right. It doesn't look good. It just looks messy and all over the place. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy Honesty Impact. It was cool to look at, but this paneling? No. Now, right after, Gruss comes in for the save to stop all the rubble falling on everyone in the ship by using Glorp Web. I still have no idea what his devil fruit is. I think it's called, like, the Glorp fruit or something. I don't know what Glorp is, but I absolutely love it, and I think it's incredible. But he uses Glorp Web to stop all the rubble, and Helmeppo stops Koby from falling, and everybody gets to the ship, A-OK. Except for one. And this is where the chapter gets pretty sad. Garp doesn't make it. Garp stays on Pirate Island as he's been beaten by Aokiji, talking to the others over Transponder Snail as he has a large crystal ice shard lodged deep into his chest. Now, we all know that Oda doesn't like to kill off characters. It's very rare that he kills off a character, because I believe he said in a statement once that he doesn't like killing off characters because then they won't be able to be a part of a party later on in the story. But I think this is one of those ones where Garp isn't going to miraculously live. He has ice lodged deep into his chest, and he basically just tells the others, you're the future of the Marines, so you need to get a shift on. I haven't really been a big fan of Garp. I was never really a big fan of him. But in the last few chapters, I've kind of come to love him. And then as soon as I come to love him, as soon as he starts using named attacks, Oda just snatches him away like that. It's evil. And then we end the chapter with the narrator talking about the newspaper the next day, talking about how the hero Koby managed to escape and how Garp went missing, but we know it's likely not that he's missing, it's more so that he's dead. And the narrator also talks about how Luffy has barricaded himself in Egghead. So we're going to be going back to Egghead next week, probably, and it's probably going to be surrounded by a lot of Marines. How that'll go down, I don't know, but we'll probably find out soon. But yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Pretty sad chapter overall. I really wasn't expecting Garp to die, but I don't know why I thought that realistically Oda was probably setting it up since Garp decided to go to Pirate Island. So I don't really know why I thought he was going to escape. You know, he's quite an old character, and he was going to probably the most dangerous place in One Piece at the moment. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty emotional. The chapter was really great, aside from that one page with the horrendous paneling. But yeah, that's the end of the video, and it's the end of the chapter. Hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and, you know, like the video. Have I already said that? Maybe. If I haven't, make sure to subscribe and like, and leave a comment. I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm just gonna go now. Bye bye, everyone.